Welcome back to Coloring Through the Bible. My name is Keegan Harkins, and today I'm coming to you from Makoshika State Park, which is pretty much just right outside my door, about less than half a mile to my door from here. So this is my neighborhood, kind of in the middle of nowhere, but it's gorgeous, and I love to come up here. This is kind of the summit of our little hill, and you can just see the beauty that is. And let me just kind of show you the view of my hometown. There's not a lot out here, but it's an absolutely fabulous place to come and connect with God because it's so quiet. I don't know if you can just hear, the only sound you hear is the sound of the birds chirping and the wind going through the valley. Sometimes we need to make time to get away with God. Life can be so loud. We are filled and bombarded with so many things clamoring for our attention. And we need to just unplug. We need to just get away and spend some time alone with God. Now, I know not everybody has a place in their backyard that's as empty and quiet as this, but we can all find a place, find a time that's quiet, even if it's laying in our bed at night before we go to bed. I was once told a story of a mother of a very famous preacher, and they had 17 children, and this child was now a grown man. He was preaching, and he was talking about spending time with God, and he used his mother as his example, that she didn't have the time or a place to get to that was quiet and void of people needing her attention and things that were getting in the way of her spending some quiet time with God. So they lived in a very small house. She didn't have a room she could go into. Everybody was in one room. But what she would do is she would sit on her chair and she would take her apron and she would pull it up over her head. And when she had the apron up over her head, all the kids knew that Mom was spending some time with the Lord. And she would just pray as if the whole world had disappeared on the other side of that apron. And that's what we need to do. We need to shut the world out. We need to just get alone and get quiet with God, because we can get so distracted that we're missing the truth that God is trying to tell us. This last week, I was super busy, and I will be honest, I prayed in a haste as I was going from one appointment to the next, as I was busy working and busy dealing with kids and just life. And they were rushed prayers, and I didn't make time to get into God's Word. And I tell you, I can tell. I just was sitting at my desk today, and I just felt empty. God is our power supply, and we need to plug into Him. And when we're trying to run on our own strength, our batteries die. It's like your phone or your computer. You know, you have so much life in that device that you can use when you're not unplugged. And when it's gone, if you don't plug it back into the wall, there's nothing left. So let's remember to plug ourselves back in, even if we have to just stand in the corner and shut the rest of the world out. We need to make time to spend time recharging, because God is the center of our strength. He is the one that gives us the power to do everything that we have to do in this life. And we will never know our full power if we deny the strength that God is offering us, that we can only find when we spend time alone with Him and we spend time in His Word. So I want to encourage you today to just unplug, spend some time with God, and watch how He'll fill you up and give you the strength to face everything that your life is going to throw at you today. Thanks for spending some time with me today. I hope you have a truly blessed